Let's see. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Okay. Yeah, we're very lucky to have these geothermal vents all over the place. We pretty much are going to have unlimited power. Okay. Looks like they only spawned in from there. So, with this, I've effectively solved our power problems. At least for the time being. They're all good. That's tons. Yes. Here's a question. Oh, boy. We have, like, no water. Well, it's fine. Because here's the thing. If we've got the geothermal vents, I don't need to use my water for power production. So we can go back down to this and get as many rotary pumps as it will let me just jam. Water for literal days. Plus some extra power if I want to go for it. Which I probably do. Let's see. Got all of that. Get a liquid tank. There we go. So now I've got endless water. Let's take a look at this. It looks like my enemies, for the most part, are just going to be going here. I'm just going to leave the liquid router on that section for a second. Let's take a look at this nightmare factory that they've left behind for me. Luckily, I got friends to just kind of pack it all in. So, we're probably going to want to look into a massive slag industry, just to get some more resources here. Oh, that's where I was getting the extra scrap from. I was getting it from recycling things. Okay. Game needs better enemy pathfinding. Only a little. I mean, them going for the weakest point in your defense usually makes the most amount of sense. Plus, if it was too much smarter, you'd probably see flyers just bypassing your entire defenses, which would just be awful. I'm sure some people that, like, know what they're doing would have no problems with such a design decision, but, like, from my perspective... let's see. From my perspective, I could see, like, a new player that doesn't really know what they're doing just getting absolutely clobbered. Because the AI is just like, oh, that looks tough. Let's just fly over the mountains, or walk over the mountains. I'm seeing tons of thorium just kind of sitting around out here. Let's see. The song I'm listening to is Nitronic by Zircon. I'm not actually listening to Spotify. I'm listening to Pretzel. Though I should make a Spotify quote-unquote command that is just Pretzel. I really gotta finish that video on it. Oh, I guess this is my project for the weekend or something. Let's just absorb for a bit. Okay, so I'm seeing a ton of thorium around here. I think we'll start with basic slag production, which has actually been just a bit of a hot minute since I last did any kind of slag handling. Okay, there's also tons over here. Okay. I was kind of wish my builder bots would actually just build without my immediate input. I'm sure there's like a balanced reason why they don't want to do that, but it would be so nice. Okay. That there. This is sloppy. I've said that about, like, literally everything I've built since I started playing this game. And I stand by it. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's see. Move that over by 1. There we go. Is that all of them? Yeah. Should have enough water now. Switch this. Extend the grid. Continuously extend the grid. Probably consider dealing with enemies at some point soon. That can be later. Okay. Nice part is, for small areas like this, I can just have a singular power pole that daisy chains the power off of some pre-existing industry. I didn't actually know that until recently. I thought it was just being stupid. That's what I know. Alright. I'm just gonna slap down a whole bunch of lancers. Let's see. Okay. Super Slag Factory. How do we deal with you? Because I've got a ton of space. I still want to get access to the thorium here, but I don't care that much about it. Honestly, maybe we utilize this space over here. Okay, factory melters. There's no higher tier version of melters, right? Scrap to slag. Pulverizer. Scrap into sand. Incinerator just gets rid of items. Yeah, so I think we just want an egregious amount of melters just being fed here. Come build army. Okay, separator turns slag into everything else. Okay, question. Melter. $12 slag every 0.16 seconds. Separator is... I wish my head worked enough to do this basic math. Okay. $12 times 0.16 versus 4.1 times 0.58. Do I need help? Kind of. Do you know the ratio for melters to separators? Okay, 2.72 separators per melters. Okay, so let's not actually build this. I mean, I guess the real answer is... yeah, 2 for 5. Oh, are there higher tier versions of these? There might be. Yeah, so let's just do 2.5. I'm just trying to decide how much space I want to have. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna count. Well, what's a clean ratio? I guess I could do, like, just a basic 2 to 5. I want to do that? I don't know. The problem is I've got a bit of a gnarly headache, and so I'm second-guessing myself repeatedly here on how to organize this. And how to make it look nice. Because I think my easiest way to do it is just to have a giant screw-you line of melters, and then just count them, and then make 2.5 times that many in terms of separators. Oh, yeah. Because we get... Do I want to do that over here, then? Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, keep in mind the throughput of conveyor belts. Yeah, I was gonna go a bit silly here. Okay. I doubt I'll ever be able to get enough... I doubt I'll be able to get enough scrap to actually fuel all of these. Now here's the question. How do I do this? Because we could just do like some kind of crazy checkerboard with distributors. I could do it with overflows, now that I'm thinking about it. See, doesn't he already have Launchpad sending resources already? Yes. The main reason why I don't want to just rely on that is because, give me a second. The reason why I don't want to rely on that is because this area is going to get attacked constantly. And so I want to make this a self-sufficient fortress that does not need deliveries. Okay. I used this style previously for other stuff. I'm gonna just assume it works just as well. Okay. So I'm gonna go kind of silly with this. Oh, that's nice and neat and clean right there. Okay. And yes, I realize that I don't actually need those if I measure correctly, but you know what? Measure never cut many times. Okay. You're just gonna go right in there. You're not. Okay, so what's your issue? No power. Is just confusing. Oh, here's the disconnect. There we go. My only immediate question is, what's the upper limit on these? I have no idea. So, I mean, obviously I'm not feeding this nearly as much as I possibly could be. But I don't think we're feeding nearly enough into this system. Maybe? We'll find out. Okay. That's just titanium. For a second, I thought it was a resource I didn't recognize, and it's like, wait a second. Okay. How's this looking? Oh my gosh. You were not supplying nearly enough titanium for this. Okay, well, in that case. Wait, cut it down to 9? Let's see, are all of these working? Mostly. Oops. Don't want to do that. It's not really a good splitter system, but it's enough. Okay. I am a damn fool. I should probably get the separators out first. Alternatively, what we do is mad piping. Let's do mad piping. Because what I'm thinking is, I'm not sure how fast liquid pipes move resources. I want to enable display block status. Okay. Oh, is that for stuff like the... I have no idea. Okay. Just build this. So, effectively what I'm going to do is pipe most of the slag much closer to the base and just convert it over from here. Okay, so if I've got 9, would have been nice for a nice easy 10 here. That is handy. There we go. Oh, the display block status. It's like Alt. You can activate it with F6. Okay. So I realized that no, this is not peak production necessarily, and I'll want to get some more slag up in here. Or another one of these. Okay, but this way, I can potentially have up to 25 separators. Well, let's count them out. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could do them in slightly separate groups. Let's start with just 20. And then I'll scale up further. The placement of this frustrates me. I think there are bigger tanks that I can get. Maybe? I hope so. Because this is annoying me. If this is the least I have to deal with, then not so bad. But still. Let's see, tanks combine when they're touching. Fair enough. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. Then I'm just going to do pair distributors. Oops. That's not what I want to do. Okay. That should give me sufficient of these. We good? Looks like we're good. Let's go connect this. And then probably see to our defenses, because I've kind of ignored them for a number of waves. Just replace those. There we go. Looks like this bridge is not optimum for what I'm trying to do here. Oh, do we got flyers? We do. You suck. Okay. Like I said, good time to see to my defenses. Huh. That thing ain't dying. Okay. Just get a very quick pneumatic drill down. That took a while. I love the idea of the gravity cannons, but they do kind of suck. They're probably better as CC for things as opposed to just pure raw damage. There we go. Alright, so how are we looking? Bad. We barely have any slag. And these have no power. Okay, there we go. So, the answer is... oh... Let's just hope nothing comes of that and just ignore it. Okay. So now we're at least getting... Oh! I forgot graphite comes out of this. We're getting a lot of our basic resources. But we also did get... Didn't I? Or do we not have it yet? Slag into trace amounts of exotic material. I'll have enough surge alloy for it. I don't have enough for the impact reactor, but I don't think we need that right now. What else we got? Large thorium wall, surge wall, and then some really rad guns. Actually, I should have enough thorium. We don't have enough for the... Whoa! For the other guns. Phase Weaver. Thorium and sand. So, I could have actually made Phase Fabric. We might even want to go back to one of the previous maps. With thorium on it. Okay. What else do we have? Plastanium conveyor. Items stored in batches. Interesting. There's also the vaults. Core nucleus. We don't have enough, though. Alright. So, it's a little chunky, but now we're at least getting a lot of our basic resources. I'm still gonna want to look into a metaglass production setup. Is it just metaglass? Actually, yeah, it's just metaglass that I need to pipe into the system so I can at least rebuild whatever I lose. Okay. On that case. Do you want to make a blast factory somewhere? It's a bit of an ugly spot for a blast factory. Do we not have sand? Uh-oh. It looks like this frozen wasteland is devoid of snad. Okay. We have solutions. So I'll work on that in a second. This is just embarrassing. Let's go get the blast compound first. Because I'd like to make it myself for this specific map, but in the meantime, we need it sooner than later. Oh gosh. I just realized I should not build that until I've actually switched it to the correct thing. There we go. Otherwise, we'd end up with one hell of a line to filled with something. There we go. Because yeah, if I can get the blast compound rolling here, then we can actually start fixing. Then we don't have to worry about getting shot by flyers. And it can get the real big guns going. Okay. First issues first. Speaking of big guns, Ripple. Perfect. We have just enough space. Because I'm going to run a water line down the center. Okay, it looks like we... Oh. I knew I made a mistake somewhere. It's fine. Because we don't need too much of this stuff anyway. Okay. So in the off chance that something decides to come say hi, I'm just going to slap those right there. Bridge conduit. There we go. So now I've got 2 ripples there. And do I get some swarmers down? Sure. Okay. This way, this upper area does not get attacked. Oh. Leave room for more. Just in case. Alright. Scoot this through. Turn it there. And then all we need to do is just have liquid routers going the entire way up. There we go. So now these all have water. Everything should be nice and beefed out. We'll probably still want to up the defenses here further. I guess what I'm going to do real quick is just make the walls thicker. Okay, is this all within range? It looks like it kind of is. We might need... Yeah, so it's not all within range anymore. I'm just curious if how many ripples we're even going to need here. Because I can go absolutely bananas. Okay. Looks like my choice of getting ripples was probably the right idea. This looks a little beefier than what we were dealing with. Sure. Let's just, let's go full ham. I guess last order of business. Just a couple of missile launchers. Wasn't Fungal Pass just under attack? Okay. I mean, plus side, we know Fungal Pass is relatively well defended. But... it's gonna go poorly.